Hi guys, my name's Rick Shields down here at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and today I'm going to be testing the new TaylorMade Jetspeed 3 wood or Fairway wood. This is the 3 wood, which is in 15 degrees. It's not got that much adjustability, this golf club. So I've just tested the TaylorMade SLDR Fairway wood. If you've not seen that, click on the window just here. It's got a lot more adjustability to it, but this one is just quite simple design, quite a simple 3 wood. No real kind of adjustability whatsoever. The things that it does feature, it features the longer jet pocket, the speed pocket, sorry, just behind the face. So that's going to help create more ball speed off an off-centered strike. So in the middle, it's going to create lots of ball speed because it's got that squishy bit behind the head. But because they've stretched it out further towards the toe and the heel, even on off-centered strikes, it's supposed to offer more ball speed. So we're going to see that theory, test that theory. I'm going to be hitting 5 real golf shots on GC2. I'm going to hit some off the tee to make a fair strike. I'm going to hit a couple off the floor as well to see if there's any differences in distance, to be fair, and how easy it is to hit off the floor as well. I've got this in the standard TaylorMade Matrix Stiff Flex. This is 69 grams, so slightly lighter shaft than the SLDR, but it's an awesome club, and looks-wise, I mean, it is pretty nice. It's quite a big head for a 3 wood, but it's not very deep in the face. So when I say deep, I mean further back, but not very deep in the face, so it's going to help us hit the ball off the fairway easier. Like I said, I've got this up on the tee at the moment. It feels great and it looks great. I love the black finish. Like I say, it really reminds me of the TaylorMade burner, the old burner, in its design with the little graphics up at the top, just to help us focus our eye on where we should be hitting it to. Right, let's get hitting it on GC2, see how far this bad boy goes. And I've not talked much about lofting up too much with this club. I mean, you can't anyway, but with the centre of gravity supposed to be further forward on the Jetspeed and the SLDR, you'd have thought they would have brought that technology into the fairway woods as well, but they've not so much. Okay, let's give this a crack, see how far it's going. That wasn't quite as well hit as I would have liked it then. So that was a little bit off the top, but it still carried 238 yards, and it only went a little bit offline, 20 yards offline. It wasn't my best hit there. Let's have another go. That felt miles better than the first one. And that seems to have stayed in the air for an awful long time. 255 yards of carry distance. So it's shortened the deficit after that first bad strike. It's a pretty decent hit, that. 156 miles per hour ball speed, and just a little bit left of target again. So let's just realign myself on the mat. I mean, 20 yards isn't too bad on a 250 yard shot. You get away with that. I reckon we can go a bit straighter this time. Now that does seem to produce a much higher ball flight than the SLDR, whether because the club head is further back and they've brought the centre of gravity slightly back. I mean, they've got this bolt here at the bottom, which is indicating the centre of gravity is fairly in the middle of the head. 251 yards of carry distance that time, and only 5 yards offline. That's more like it, Rick. Let's go one more off the tee, and I'm going to hit one off the deck as well, see if there's any difference in distances. It's a solid hit. It's a nice club. That's interesting. I didn't go quite as far that time, 240 yards. That did feel quite well hit. It has gone incredibly straight. The only thing I would say is it didn't quite stay in the air as long as what I'd like it to then, as in height-wise, it came out a little bit lower. Let's go off the deck this time. Now, at the moment, we are averaging at 246. So for a 3 wood, that's pretty decent. If you've seen my SLDR review, you might see a few difference in the figures there. I'll let you watch that yourself so you can see if there's much difference. But we'll go jet speed off the floor this time. Oh, that is really easy to hit off the floor. Oh, because it's so shallow on the face, that was so easy to hit off the floor. 249 yards of carry distance. Good ball speed again, 156. So if I throw those bits of data up on screen for you now so we can have a look at all that together, and then we'll go through the columns. We've got ball speed on the left, 153, fast. that speed block is definitely doing something to that face and doing something more to that ball, because that is a fast ball speed for a 3-wood. Launch angle, you can see the second one down there, just launched a bit lower, 8 degrees, and I would say that's probably the reason why it didn't quite carry as far as the other ones. Decent spin rate, 3,000, we're happy with that. Not quite as high, again, ball flight than the SLDR, so 36 yards up in the air, but I do think that one bad one just let that down a little bit there. And carry distance, 247 yards. You know, that is good for a 3-wood. You know, I'd be very pleased with that. It's a slight toss-up between whether I'd preferred this one or preferred the SLDR. I'm not too sure. I might have to put these two as a head-to-head in the next couple of weeks, and we'll see if which one of these two is going to be offering me the best kind of quality, but it's definitely one you should be trying. If we look at dispersion, however, apart from the first two that were offline, more my area than anything, the next three were bang straight. You know, 5 yards offline was my furthest offline, which is a pretty decent hit. You know, it's very easy to hit and forgiving. So guys, that was my review of the TaylorMade Jetspeed 3-wood. It's a club that definitely offers huge amount of distance for a 3-wood. Like its older brothers, it's the RBZ and the RBZ Stage 2. You know, it's offering lots of distance, but I feel for the hitting off the fairway, it's definitely a slightly easier one to hit off the fairway, and it's got that bigger head that would offer definitely a more confident look when you're looking down on the golf ball. You know, it looks like that big footprint, that big head behind the ball, helps us create more confidence when we hit it. So guys, hope you've really enjoyed that. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. You can also check out my next 3-wood review, which is just here. It's going to be the Ping I-25, so I love the driver of that. So you're going to see my Ping I-25 just in there, and also you can click on the link below and you will subscribe to my channel. Guys, thanks so much for watching. My name's been Rick Shields down here at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester.